Hello, my name is Mel. My pronouns are he, she, they, them. I identify as gender fluid.
Hi, I'm Shelby Spillers and I identify as a trans male.
The most accurate term to describe gender fluid is somebody who identifies as the three main pronouns, which is he, she, they, them. And most of the time they'll feel more masculine than they will feminine. I'm still me, but there are days where I will feel more masculine and would prefer male pronouns, or I will feel more like I don't want to use any pronouns.
And basically that is, I was assigned female at birth, but I am currently medically and socially transitioning into becoming a male.
I started to basically question what gender I was when I was in middle school, because growing up, I was always kind of different. I would always say that I was a tomboy because, I didn't think I was, a different gender at first, but then I started to do cosplay where you could dress up as any character you want to be, and I found out that I really like dressing in male costumes. I discovered that it felt like I had found a missing piece to myself. It felt like this is what I was missing. So I asked my older sister to actually help me. I told her, hey, so I don't think I'm trans, but I feel like I have days where I feel male, but I also have days where I still feel female. But there's also days where I just don't feel like going to anything. What exactly would that be called? Literally a day later, she's like, Mel, I think you might be gender fluid. When I asked her what it was, she told me, and realization clicked in. I knew immediately, that's it.
It wasn't necessarily discovered, it was like around 10. It's just, I was like, I'm a guy. I feel more comfortable being a male. I enjoy being called male pronouns. I enjoy dressing as a male, and I felt comfortable when I occupied, the masculine things. It's just like it's just, I never felt feminine.
The most common question I would get from a cisgender person would probably be from my cousin side of the family, and that would be, are you sure you're really gender fluid? I'm pretty sure you're just in a phase and you'll get over it, Mel. Are you sure about this? 'Cause I think you're wonderful as a girl and you should just stay a girl. I will identify as what I want to identify as, and I will do whatever I want to make myself happy. And if you're not happy with that, too bad. It's not your body, it's mine.
I don't really get a lot of people asking me stuff. It kind of just like, okay. Like if I tell them they're trans, they're like, oh, okay. Maybe they'll ask like pronouns, maybe they'll ask like questions like so when like did you like figure that out and stuff like that. Like I haven't got any like weird intrusive ones. Like I don't really consider any real questions intrusive too much.
It's a common misconception that, oh, I thought you were trans and now you're saying you're non-binary. Why are you doing that? It's just like, just because they identify as non-binary where they don't really want to use any pronouns doesn't make them any less trans. Because, like, my best friend, as I said, is trans, but he is non-binary. He is still transitioning. He is still going through the process like everyone else. That doesn't devalue him, from being who he is.
Okay, this is where I'm gonna spill the tea. Testosterone. So, I really don't like it when people say, oh, being trans is a mental illness. No, it's not. It is a medical issue. In fact, the American Psychologist and Psychiatrist organization, I don't know the exact name of it, but the organization that publishes the DSM-5 stated that they would be officially removing gender dysphoria and being transgender from that book. And DSM-5 is basically the Bible of mental illnesses. So they're like being gay and being asexual were on like the DSM-3. Yeah, being gay and being asexual was on the DSM-3, and they took them off. So now they're taking off being gender dysphoric and being trans off of the DSM-5. So it's officially, by this organization that has a membership of over 38,000 psychologists and psychiatrists, not to be mental illness anymore. It's officially not a mental illness.
I wish people would actually just try to understand it, than be like,
oh no, it's against the Bible, blah, burn it, holy water, blah.
it's just, I actually heard somebody say that before, and I just looked at them really weirdly. But, I wish people would just go to events and see what a difference, this has made in some people's lives. Because for some people, they were miserable with how they were. But now, they actually feel happy. And if they could just see the happiness coming from a lot of these people who are transitioning or going through this stuff, maybe they would actually understand that, maybe this isn't actually as bad as we thought.
We're not looking for attention. We're not trying to be unique. We're trying to live our lives. Honestly, like, I'll tell people that I'm trans, but I'm not gonna, like, oh, look at me, because I don't want that. I just want to be a dude and live as a dude and be a guy, and people to see me as a guy, and see me for who I truly am, and just, I just want to live my life. I don't want attention. In fact, I really do not want attention. I don't want, a person who's possibly anti-trans to, like, come at me and all that stuff, and it's just like, I just want to lay low and just be a guy and just chill out. I don't want to, I'm not doing it for others, I'm doing it for myself.
Personal interests that I have would have to be cosplay, where I could dress up as any character as I want. I like doing art. I love playing video games. Current fave is Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. I'm almost done with the first game. And, oh yeah, I have to say I also love going to dog park and playing with all the dogs. Because doggy therapy is the best.
Isn't that right, Milky Way? Isn't that right, Bubba's?
I am a giant nerd. I love anime and cosplaying and dressing up as characters from my favorite TV shows and acting as them and going to cons and wasting all my money on anime merch and binge watching like the newest anime and all that stuff. I also like to sail. It's one of my favorite things to do, and I love being out on the water. And like some people are like scared of the ocean. No, it's like a rodeo, especially when you go out into open ocean and all those big old waves. It's just like it's this fun, freeing thing that you can't really get, and it's like you can kind of like leave the world behind for a little bit and just be absorbed into watching, just being on the water and, you know, sailing with the wind and stuff like that.